Hi guys, today we're going to go over some macros and why a few videos ago, I was talking about macros and a program called If It Fits Your Macros that a lot of people got into and so on and so on and so on. And I want to dig a little deeper. I want to show you guys what happened on Tuesday. So what happened on Tuesday this week, I was tracking my food as I always do, and it's interesting how a lot of my clients don't eat enough, and it's one of those things that you don't even realize. The day gets busy, you get going. Yesterday I got up, I did my fasted cardio as per usual, and started the day, and I'm just gonna read my macros for the day and what I had. I woke up, did my fasted cardio. After my fasted cardio, I had a shower, and then I went down and had my breakfast, which consisted of 3/4 of a cup of Quaker oats. I love the Quaker oats. I love the quick oats. I just throw them in the microwave, quick and easy, no fuss, no muss. I add some Sculpt vanilla whey protein. Now you can use whatever whey protein you want. I like the Sculpt because it's easier on the stomach. It's easily digested. It's very, it's just a good quality protein, and it gives you about 27 grams of protein per serving, per scoop. I put that in with the oats and I mix it up. The vanilla flavor gives it it's a nice flavor, and that's why I use that one. Some people, sometimes, including me, some people put berries on top or banana on top. I just ate it plain. And then I drank a full throttle. And yes, I know, full throttles are not good for you. What are you doing, Capson? I know. I full throttle, I had an energy drink. I needed a little kick when I got to work. So I had a full throttle. Full throttles are horrible for you. Don't drink full throttles, but I had a full throttle. 220 calories for that bad boy. 58 grams of carbs. When I was competing back in the day, 58, 60 grams of carbs is what I would eat in the run of a day as I got closer to the competition. So 58 grams of carbs, all of that sugar, pure sugar and caffeine. It's horrible. But I had it. I put it in here. You know, there's no sense lying about this stuff. It is what it is. It's the truth. I had it. And that was cool. And then the day went on. I had an apple in between breakfast and lunch. It was a busy morning. I was doing a lot of things, and I got caught up in work, which again happens. Drank all kinds of water all throughout the day. Went and peed 2 or 3 times. That's good. That's what you want. You want things moving. Right, and then we had lunch. For lunch, I had a cooked chicken breast, 6.5 ounces of cooked chicken breast. I had some brown rice, half a cup of brown rice, and half a cup of brown rice cooked is a lot of rice. I didn't realize how much rice that is, but it was pretty filling. And then I had some red peppers and some onions mixed in with that. The entire meal was roughly 430 calories. Not a lot of calories for that meal. Breakfast was 566. And then supper came, and we were, again, like everybody in life, we were in a rush. We were doing things. We had to get out and do some errands and stuff, get to the Costco to get more food. So I made us protein pancakes. Protein pancakes are sort of a go-to. They're a staple in my diet, and mainly because they're delicious and they're quick and they're easy. So once again, 3/4 of a cup of Quaker oats, a scoop of Sculpt whey protein powder, 2 whole eggs, half a banana, and blend that all up. Made pancakes with that and put a little bit of strawberries on top. That meal is about 525 calories, 60 grams of carbs, 16 grams of fat, and the protein's 42 grams. So a good amount of protein in that protein pancake. So for the day, this is the thing. So by the time we got everything done, it was time to go to bed. For the day, it was 1,616 calories, 211 grams of carbs, 30 grams of fat, 138 grams of protein for the day. So when I look at my goals for the day, I was well under the calories that I wanted to put in. I usually aim for around 2,000, 2,100 calories, especially because on days where I do fasted cardio and on days where I'm training, and even that's not a lot. There's a lot of guys that eat a lot more than that. But again, remember what my goal is. My goal is to get leaner. My goal, I'm a little bit older. I don't want to carry around all that weight that I used to carry around. My goal right now is to lose that 30 pounds. I'm down 10. But the goal is to lose another 20 pounds or so. So I want to stay in a caloric deficit, of course, while maintaining my macros and keeping it balanced and staying active. That's really the key to the whole thing. So remember, though, there is a point where it's too low. There is a point where you are not getting enough calories in, and it can be detrimental. It can actually do the reverse. It can actually slow things down a little bit, and you kind of hit a wall and wonder why. And it's probably because you're not getting enough nutrients in throughout the day, not enough calories in for the entire day. But all in all, that's not bad. My goal, just so you know, on a daily basis, my goal for calories is 2130 to 1,130 calories, 160 grams of carbs, around 60 grams of fat, and 240 grams of protein, which I have an absolute ridiculously hard time achieving these days. I've noticed that since I have cut down on red meat about 90%, I don't eat a lot of red meat anymore. I will say that I'm probably going to bring that up a little bit just because I want the extra calories, I want the extra iron, and I want the extra protein. But I'm eating mostly fish and chicken these days. I mean, a lot of eggs. So I'm getting my protein from other sources. I also bring in pumpkin seeds and different kinds of seeds, legumes to get that plant-based protein in for no reason in particular, because again, I'm not going to sit here and say that chicken or fish is better than beef, because I don't think it is. I think on this grand scheme of things, as long as it's hormone free, as long as it's free range chickens and hormone free chicken, hormone free beef, hormone free pork, even hormone free eggs, I think it's kind of an even playing field. I'm not sure that I believe all the hype about red meat being the worst and evil meat and all that nonsense. I don't necessarily believe that. It's just a phase that I'm going through. I haven't fired up the barbecue in a little bit, so I'm probably going to start that again. But again, as I go on down this path with regards to the weight loss, that's just these habits that I'm bringing back into my life are going to probably lead me to eating a little more red meat, which is fine. I'm going to count my macros as I always do. But again, the exercise here isn't to know, because again, a lot of people don't even know what a carbohydrate is or what a fat is or what a protein is. The exercise is just organizing. It's just structuring the food. It's understanding what you're putting into your face, understanding what food you eat, being aware of the food you eat. Most of us just eat blindly. We're not aware of what we're putting into our bodies. And I track everything, and that's really, really key. Make sure you track everything. Make sure you track the coffees and the lattes and all that. Make sure you track everything you put into your body, because it all counts. There's no such thing as free foods. All foods have calories. You know, I see that all the time. They go, well, I ate 1,700 calories, but I ate 9 pounds of vegetables, but they're free. It's not free. They still count. You're still going to calculate them as calories, because they still have to be burnt off. And ultimately, to lose weight, as we all know, you have to be in a caloric deficit. Now, the key is not to just be in a caloric deficit, because I've told you before, I know people firsthand that I've worked with who were in a caloric deficit, but were eating crappy foods. And because they were eating the wrong foods at the wrong times and the wrong amounts, their metabolism was so messed up that it didn't matter how low their calories were. They were still gaining weight. So it really is, yes, caloric deficit is key, but it's the nutrient makeup of those calories that really matter. And it's timing matters too. There is a lot more to it than just calories in, calories out. I'm tired. Blows my mind. It's not just about calories in, calories out, because if it was, like I said, we'd just be eating McDonald's every single day and be going, yay, I'm losing weight. No, you wouldn't. You'd be unhealthy. Your body would crash and burn. Your organs would shut down. There'd be all kinds of mess inside your body. So let's not get into that. Let's just focus on calculating. Let's focus on keeping track. Let's focus on not necessarily, and I don't even care about measuring specifically out of the gate. Let's just start by eating. The first step is by eating a lot of good, healthy, nutritious food, but then putting them in, throwing them in, get a rough idea so that at least you know. And then if you want to start weighing and measuring things, that's okay too. If you're really serious about losing weight, then yeah, calculate, get a scale, get a food scale, and really start calculating. I measure everything I put into my body so that I can have a roughly, it's never going to be perfect, but roughly an idea of how many calories I'm putting in and roughly how many calories I'm putting out. So again, MyFitnessPal is the program that I use. There's a lot of them out there. Try one, but the key is to be consistent with that. Know what goes into your body at all times. Take the day, at the end of every day, take a few minutes and calculate it. I do it as I go, but you can do it at the end of the day and get a rough idea as to what you're putting into your body. That's a really, really good exercise for success. So if you want to follow along, just again, subscribe to my channel, hit the little bell button. You'll know when another video has come out. You can contact me, jasoncapson@gmail.com. You can text me, 506-866-5374. There's links below. I appreciate you and I thank you so much for subscribing, for being here, for following me, and for all of the motivation. I really, really appreciate it. More to come. Take care, guys.